Hey, hello everyone. Hello, hello.
Hi,
Good
Shri.
morning. Good
Hello,
morning.
hi.
Hey,
Hello.
good to
Hello.
see you all.
Good
Nice morning.
morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, actually. Sundays are good days, isn't it? Nice food, good sleep. That's what we expect, actually. Huh? But that's a different story the moment you sign for BMP. It's a long time I have seen my own weekend. If I get a weekend, no work, I feel like what I'm doing here. So much is screwed up on all the weekend work. But point is, you people are putting a lot of effort on Saturday, Sunday. As I keep pointing out, the people really want to grow higher in a career or have a better family life. They invest the time in the right place, right proportion. I'm so happy that you people are doing it. So good wishes and congratulations for the people putting the effort here. And this is Sunday prayers. We meet every Sunday to talk about your success, growth, and things moving around. And primarily, we talk about PMP and PMI ACP. These are the two certificates right now in the market, which is highly in demand, and you know it is. I have a couple of people who cleared exam, so I can see them already with a good smiley face than what they were a few weeks back, isn't it? So I'm going to pull in Vivek. Vivek, you there already?
Yes, hi. Hi.
And I'm going to pull in Sonal. All
Hi.
right. Am I missing anyone else here who is who also cleared the exam? Okay, I believe this is a team we have. So first, congratulations. A round of applause to Sonal and Vivek. Great job. Great job. Good. Good. Once you cleared the exam, you wrap up all your books, laptops, and thrown away. You did that?
No.
At least the notebook.
You throw it away. We do, right? In college and school, the moment it is done, throw it off. Right? But one thing I learned, only after the exam, the next day, I found I have to sit and read more carefully. Right? I realized that, okay, I cleared the exam, but how much I'm going to apply this? So that becomes, oh man, now more responsible. You put your name and a suffix with the PMP in your email address, for example, in address. So when somebody read the email, they get the view that this person is qualified. So they expect something from you. So the responsibility gets more higher the moment you get qualified. So first, congratulations, great job, Vivek and Sonal, doing this good job. Primarily, we want to capture some of the essence of your preparation, right? Which means, as we know, every time we listen to people, every time it's unique in nature. So if you can give a couple of points, how you prepared and how was your exam? So this can help some people to prepare for their exam. Yeah. So let's start with one of you. Who want to go first? Vivek, Sonal, want to put a toss?
Sonal, please.
Sonal, huh? You gave Sonal a chance. Okay, good. Sonal, you are fine with that?
Yeah,
Very good.
fine.
Very good. So first, welcome Sonal for this program to talk about your success. Even though you have listened to few success, I'm sure when you do your own, you will find a different path, the way you prepared, the way you delivered it. So give a little background. What was your job situation and why PMP is a demand for you?
I'm working for one of the automotive OEMs, and uh, my role is already program manager, but I'm still towards more towards technical work.
Okay.
So that's why even my leadership team suggested that this program or this certification will help me to gain knowledge on program management. So that's why I decided to do this.
Okay.
And then one of my colleagues suggested your class. So thanks to them also. Not one, two, three, I guess.
Oh, okay.
uh, they previously did from your.
So you have a ShriLearning gang in your office.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah, so it was basically a good journey as I joined July batch. And then when you asked when you want to give exam to all, at that time whatever date was decided, that was my exam date. So
Wow.
fortunately,
Wow. Great.
yeah,
You
because
are
of
very, you are,
ShriLearning and team, it was
uh-huh.
possible to give on that day.
That's nice, right? So you're very stubborn on the date. You fix the date and you work
Yeah,
for the date.
yeah,
Wow. I like that. I like that. That's called a decision-making ability. That's clear. That's clear. That is also motivating us. But you fix a date, but that's not the only game, right? After which you
yeah,
have to prepare.
yeah.
How much of effort you have to put?
First of all, during classes, I did not miss any class,
Hmm.
though I was not speaking much during class because my toddler son was here there.
Okay.
So a few times I used to speak, but I used to listen and note down all your points. So that was one thing I feel was very helpful, because then those notes I referred back, and if there are any doubts, then only I referred to your classes again. But otherwise, as I noted down everything, that was really helpful. And then Rita 11 gone through once,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
at that time also took notes. And as you suggested, whenever you used to ping, oh, give now 40 question mock, give now 60 question mock. So at that time I did that.
Okay.
And then gave 5 full mocks, and
Okay.
then a lot of 40, 60 question mocks. Mm, so full mocks, my score was always between 65 to 75.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I wanted to go beyond 75, but that did not happen. And then and I made that Excel and shared it with you, and then you told, okay, you are good to go. But I wanted to study more actually, but then as you gave green flag, so I booked the date.
So that's an
And
ambition for many. I will score 75, I will go 80, then I go for main exam.
hmm,
I like that. I like that. But you know what? These exams are a bit tricky. Each
yeah,
people keep shuffling. You
yeah,
cannot. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
But being a mom, you have a kid around at your home, and how much time you find to read in a day?
So daily, 2 hours max. I used to study,
Uh-huh.
but weekends I used to study more, and if there are holidays, then.
Nice.
So morning I started waking up early. Uh, that tip I heard from lot of other people. So same I started doing, and then
Okay.
1 hour morning and 1 hour after like all the work is done, night
Okay.
10 to 11. So like
Okay.
that 2 hours I used to manage.
That's nice. That's nice. But really, it's inspiration, having a kid at home and managing
Mhm.
office and reading.
Mhm.
Really, that shows how much committed you are. That's really good.
Mhm.
That's really good. But preparing all these things and the scores around 65, 70, and you decide to go for the main exam. But sure, the mind is a bit of, am I ready really? Can I clear
Huh.
the exam? Yeah, that thought will be there, right? Till the last day,
Yeah.
you will have that. Oh man, am I really ready? Am I going to clear the exam? Yeah. This
Yeah.
is something. This is something like the day before the marriage. People think, am I ready for the marriage? Man, it's all set, man. Some people tell that I will buy a house, I'll buy the car, I'll do this, then I'll get married.
Hmm.
So there is something like that. Just jump, things will work.
Yeah.
But looking at you, Sonal, you prepared all the way and you skews in all your energy now. When you go to main exam, two things we want to know. How was the paper level? You say high, medium, and low. What level you rate it?
It was like tricky, so I'll say it as high.
Okay.
And it was more inclined towards agile.
Mm-hmm.
So fortunately, I'm working on hybrid projects. So
Mm-hmm.
some agile concepts I'm aware from
Okay.
project point of view, and all were scenario based questions. Only one was calculation question. Other
Okay.
than that, everything was scenario based.
Okay. Okay, so I can see it's a high. It's not even moderate or low. It's high level.
So
Good, good, good.
first 60 questions were high actually, then it went to moderate. I
Mm,
don't know, because of that
mm,
flow, I felt like that. But for first 60 questions, I took little more, like
mm,
80 minutes.
mm.
And then it was 75. So,
Okay, you followed the
mm,
format. If
mm.
people are observing this video, we have this format that you keep it 80, 75, 75. But if you go beyond 80 in the first slot, I think it gets more tougher. Okay, how do you use the break?
Both breaks I took because I went to Bangalore Shivaji Nagar
Hmm.
center,
Hmm.
and then I took some items to eat. So in between,
Okay, okay.
I just went and grabbed small food
Nice.
items, and then I came back. Yeah.
Good to know, good to know. While writing the exam, you already got a feel you're going to clear the exam. Did you?
Uh, uh, so first 60 after first break I was little, oh, what is going on, but
Uh,
then after second break I was like, yes,
okay.
I will do it, so in that way.
All right. All right. So two ways of people I've seen that. Some people first 20 questions they are conscious.
Hmm.
After that they don't know where they are. Okay. It is something in the middle of the pub. You dance at 2 a.m. You don't know what you're doing. So everyone dance. You keep jumping, right? So that's a feel you get at the exam. This is one way
Hmm.
of people. And another way of people, middle of the exam, they think that what if I lose this exam? Should I pay the fee again? How to rebook this exam? What I will tell to Sri when the exam is gone? These kind of thoughts they run in the brain in the middle of the exam. But this exam is so tricky that you can't assess you're going to clear till the end of the exam.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah, that confusion is there. Very good.
yeah.
Very good. Good, 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 good effort. So time
Is
management is
somebody
good.
is there that they have come back and told you, Arishri, it did not happen? Is there some examples like that?
I'm suddenly getting some question. I don't understand what you're asking. What is Namita?
That exam you told, no, if I'm not
Ah,
successfully
okay.
complete this,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that
Yeah. 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 I've heard many times this. They say that middle of the exam, they got a feel, am I going to clear the exam? But unfortunately, they clear the exam also. So these all the expressions we get from the people who cleared the exam. We do have some people who didn't clear the exam. They get the feel in the middle of the exam that it's not going really well because the time management already screwed up. The people who generally screw up the time management have a big trouble in the exam clearing. This is also reason we request people to practice more, like a full exam, and see yourself how you are in time management. What you practice, you do the main exam, isn't it? Same concept.
Yeah.
Good, good question, Amita. Then let's come back to Sonal here. Sonal, on the book reading part, which book you prefer reading?
Rita, Rita 11. So that I
Okay,
just focused on that, and then ShriLearning, whatever notes I took, and ShriLearning mocks.
okay,
Uh,
okay,
because I thought, if I refer to many things, then I will
okay.
not be able to achieve the date which decided.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah, and yeah,
Okay.
so mocks really helped, and not only giving mocks, but analysis is very important. So if
Ah,
I'm giving one mock, then full mock, then 1 week I used to take, and after analysis, used to give next mock. So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good job. I like the point of analysis. Let me go a little more detail onto that. When you say analysis, do you analyze what kind of questions? We have two things. One is right answers, one is wrong answers. How do you
no,
analyze?
all questions, because sometimes by chance we get right. So and we don't know exactly that
Okay.
this is the answer. So I
Okay.
used to analyze all.
Yeah, that's a good remark you brought out because sometimes we get a feel that we are right, why we should spend
Mm.
time there. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a feel it happens. Good. Nice to know. Good, Sonal, good effort. I'm sure your family also supported you a lot
Yeah,
because you want to go to exam. I
yeah.
believe you want to give the credit to them as well.
Yeah. So obviously, it's only 10% of my preparation, but Shri Learning plus my family,
Family, right?
my team. So
Okay.
I would like to give credit to all.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Nice. You have to give credit to your children. I mean, kid supported you, right?
Yeah. So he supported when I used to study. Sometimes he used to say, "Oh, you should study now." He's still 2.5, but now he asks me, "You're not studying nowadays."
Mom, you are not consistent, mom. Kids are smart. Kids are pretty smart. Nice to know. Good to know. First, thanks a lot, Sonal, coming up here, and it's a good inspiration. The reason I'm saying inspiration is everyone have a time pressure, but you have your own time constraint. Being at the role of a mom right now with family and other stuff, but I'm sure many people would have supported it. It's not one person journey. Many would have supported it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you are the person going to play in the ground, right? 1,000 people can clap hands. Somebody has to hit the six in the last ball of the game, right? So that's on you. So once again, good wishes, Sonal. Good
Thank
job.
you. Yeah.
And as I say always, please apply what you learn.
Yeah.
Great, great. All
And
right.
the last thing I wanted to tell all is they give one pen to do the rough work. And then if it is not working, ask them. I thought that something is wrong with, like, I'm not able to do that because they gave one plastic sheet and pen. So if
Okay.
earlier candidate will keep that pen open, then that will not work.
Dry.
And then I was shaking that pen, and because of that, all ink was here, there on my clothes. And then I raised hand. So if it is not working for you, just raise hand. They will give you new pen, and do not keep that open. Otherwise, that will not work.
That's a good
So
tip. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. When you say this, I'm recalling Mr. Bean writing exam. Trying all.
yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
is
So
working.
yeah.
Oh wow, oh wow. Nice. That's a good tip. Thanks, Sonal.
Yeah.
All right, good wishes. Keep rocking. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you, Shri.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's Sonal. I have a couple of more who cleared exam. I also have Vivek. I also have Vinayak here. Let me first pull in Vivek here. Before that, Sudhir is having a question. Go ahead, Sudhir. What's your question?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Sri. Actually, by mistake, it was 100. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were excited about the exam. You want to put your hands up there.
No. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Okay, I'll bring in Vivek. Hey, Vivek.
Hi, Sri. Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. How many days back you cleared the exam, Vivek?
30th September. So it's
Two,
almost 10 days. Yeah.
10 days, right?
Yes.
So you're out of the hangover of the exam, right?
Yeah.
You slept well and you had a you have a backlog of Netflix movies. Did you check out all?
No, not exactly one or two.
One or two checked out.
Yeah.
And then you ate well, slept well,
Yeah.
check all your office emails. And you brag about your success with your friends and
Yeah.
colleagues.
Yeah.
We should enjoy that, right? We should not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people they do big things, they keep very quiet. That's one nature. It's okay. Express it. Feel happy. That's important in life.
Yeah.
Okay,
I,
good.
I, I called many people. Yeah.
Because last 10 days you didn't talk to anyone because of the exam.
Correct.
Okay, they thought you are in
Because
love with something.
no, not exactly, but you have that fear, right? If I not clear, then what will I tell them? So
It's called a fear of failure. Yeah? Fear
correct.
of failure is the biggest problem. More than a failure itself, the fear of failure is a problem.
Correct.
All right, good, Vivek. Nice to have you, Vivek. So, just a hint on what is your job and why you need a PMP.
So I work in software domain, SAP Labs company. So I work as a solution architecture, in the technical side. I got this PMP referred or mentored by a few of my seniors,
Ah,
because I also going to move into technical program management kind of role.
mm-hmm.
And I believe, I mean, after understanding PMP, I believe it's not only for project managers or program managers, that specific role. It can be for any people, because
That's true.
business process,
That's true.
environment, and these three domains what we have is common to every job.
Nice, oh, nice.
So right, so it's not specific to any
Mm.
positions. Yeah.
That's a good point you brought out. I used to talk to some of the top level directors and CEOs in some companies around here. They do recognize that project management is the whole heartbeat of the organization.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You can have the whole body, head, tail, everything is there. But if this pumping is not working properly,
Correct.
yeah, everything, of course, everything is interconnected. We can't deny
Yeah.
that, right?
Right.
But still, the pumping is more important. So,
Exactly.
so you are the manager person who knows how to make it pumping.
Mm.
I think that's a good point you brought out.
And over I think the skills are required in every role. Even I was
Uh,
talking to, product managers, development leads. So they also
uh,
told that, these skills are very much important. So you
nice,
should do it. So that's
nice,
how
nice.
it triggered me to.
Perfect, perfect. Good, Vivek. Thanks for giving that a heads up. And how was your preparation journey?
Preparation journey was very good.
Hmm.
Very good. So basically I have decided into three parts. So
Hmm.
one was obviously when we were I was part of June batch.
Hmm.
So what I decided, I will go through Rita once,
Hmm.
during your sessions in the
Hmm.
1 month time.
Hmm.
So whole Rita I finished in that time. After the sessions ended, so during the sessions, I did not do any mock or anything. I
Hmm.
just did your ten questions which Rahul used to share, right? So
Hmm.
those were enough for me, at least during that time. Then what I did after the sessions got over, I started doing mock directly, 40 questions, 60 questions.
Okay.
What it helped and how it helped is it basically uh, told me that, hey, these are the areas where you are weak. The
Yeah.
questions which I was not getting right.
Hmm.
So those areas I tried to focus. I tried to review. Obviously, Sonal was also telling, right, analysis part. So I
Hmm.
tried to analyze more where I'm doing the mistakes, which kind of questions I'm doing wrong. So
Hmm.
that's how I define that, the budget management or risk management. These are the areas where I'm doing wrong and wrong again.
Okay.
So I tried to, capitalize on that. And then I
Okay.
went through Rita again,
Hmm.
after the mocks and all.
Nice to know.
So
So I can listen that you have read it twice. Maybe
yes,
second time was a walkthrough. Maybe you just
kind of walk through. Yeah. Yeah.
go through that.
Yeah. And
Right.
then finally I did 2 or 3 full mocks.
Very good. Very
So
good.
that
Nice
was
to
my
know.
strategy.
Okay. Okay. And I understood the reading part and then your question part. How is agile preparation for you while in this preparation model? Or you are working in agile by any chance?
I work in Agile, obviously.
Okay.
So it's a SaaS product-based company. So
Then
I work
I
in
think
Agile.
you
So
know.
a lot of Agile. So but things are a bit different. So Agile in project management and Agile in product development, the core product development, right, which is more focused towards Scrum. So
Okay.
Agile in general, which you also taught, right? It's more than Scrum, right? It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
methodology. So it's
Yeah.
bit different, but in my role, I think we mostly focus on Scrum. So
Well said.
that's
Well
the
said.
difference. Yeah.
Well said. I think you well covered that point. Agile is more than a scrum,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because it's pretty broad of a mindset. Okay,
Correct.
that's a good point you brought out. Good to know. Good to know. How was your main exam? Toughness.
Main exam was tricky. So I would not say it was, I would still consider it as high only. What have,
Oh.
I don't know, maybe exam pressure or whatever it is. So I went to the center, then like 3 sections, right? 60, 60, 60.
Mhm.
So the first section, somehow, even though I did so many mocks and all, it took me around 80, 85 minutes. So that was
Mm.
maybe I was
Mm.
adjusting to environment, or the questions levels were a bit higher.
Okay.
It took me around 80 to 85 minutes, and that's when panic started.
Mm.
So fortunately, the mid sections, I think I took around exact 60, 65 minutes. So
Okay.
that's where I tried to cover, and then last around 70 minutes or so.
I think in the middle
But it
you
was
balance your time.
correct, but it was neck to neck. So time management,
Mm.
I would also recommend everyone here. I mean, so that's very important, apart from the concept,
Yep.
obviously, because what happens generally. So when you spend too much time on the first section, it creates a panic, and
Mm.
then you don't focus. You
Mm.
try to read it fast and somehow
Mm.
try to select any answer and then proceed. So that's major part
Yep.
you should focus.
Yep,
So,
yep,
yeah.
yep. That's a good point. So one question, maybe little one step
Yeah.
back on the
Mhm.
preparation when you're practicing.
Mhm.
How was time management there?
Yeah, so while practicing, I was doing well. I mean, well in the time, so within time.
Okay,
So, but somehow I don't know what has happened. Maybe exam
pressure,
pressure or
pressure is
yeah.
there. Pressure is there.
Even the first section was bit tricky because the options which were there were very similar.
Hmm.
So I wanted to make sure that I'm selecting the right answer
Hmm.
because every answer was seems to be correct, right? So that was also
Yeah.
one problem where I had to spend too much time.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Yeah,
the pressure of first 25 questions. What I
yeah,
observed people is first
correct,
25 questions, they feel so much anxious and they want to choose a right answer. So they read the same question few times.
correct,
Even though
correct,
even though it's very clear, the brain says that's the answer, but still they'll read the word one more time
correct,
because
correct.
it is something like some people once they lock the door, they want to travel to some city, they
Yeah,
lock the door, they hang on the lock for few times.
yeah,
The brain says you locked, but
yeah,
still they hang on the lock.
correct.
I've seen some people like lock the car, few feet again clink clink, again clink clink.
Mhm.
This is an anxiety mindset that
Yeah,
something should not go wrong. We try to make it perfect.
yeah,
But this is very common. For this reason, also, when we practice, be very cautious. The first 60 question, you put 80 minutes. But
yeah.
again, main exam is main exam. It's something
Mm.
different. Okay. Okay. Thanks for being transparent to tell what happened there. How about your question like agile, mathematical? How you found there?
It was agile. I mean,
Agile.
mostly it was, I think,
Mhm.
80% agile.
Wow.
No calculation related or
Okay.
mathematical questions. So
Okay.
all theory.
Okay. I, I,
Yeah.
I see the point. Okay. So which means that till the end of the exam, you're not sure what is your result.
Yeah.
I can sense that.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You came
That's
out
correct. Correct.
over.
So I submitted just 1 minute before.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
so that was
That, that,
neck to neck for me.
that was the day your spiritual belief went to super high. Is it true?
Yeah, the time from getting up from the seat and then going to the counter
Right.
where you get the
Yeah.
printed sheet, right? So that
Yes.
was like,
That was
okay,
the
whether
time.
it's
So at the age of 20s, we curse our parents for talking about spirituality. What the hell is mom talking? On the exam, that 20 seconds when you walk, you call all
yeah.
the spiritual things in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I think it was all above target for me in
Okay.
all the sections. So
Wow,
thank
man.
you so much to you and your curriculum. Yeah.
That's a good job you did. That's a good job.
Yeah.
About target and all is a good sign
Yeah.
that you worked really smart. Great job. Great job. Good. So, how is your family? How the family was supporting you for this whole process?
Same as Sonal. So I also have 2 years old, 2.5 year old
Ah,
toddler.
okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, I was getting some dedicated time
Nice.
allowed by wife. So yeah, 4 hours, 5 hours on the weekend, and then 2, 3 hours on the weekday. So that's how I dedicated.
So 2 hours per day at least, and
Yeah,
4 hours on weekend. Okay, the credit goes to your spouse as well, who is supporting
yeah,
you behind the
yeah,
screen. Great, amazing job. Good job. Again, coming back here, getting certificate, as I say, is the first step in the career growth, and now you have to utilize it.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I say that people buy a very fancy, expensive car, expensive mobile, but it should not be in the garage. You should drive
Correct.
it. So take it, utilize it, and grow in your career.
Sure, sure. Sri. That's a plan.
Good job, good job. So once again, thanks a lot, Vivek, for coming up here and sharing your views on how things went on. I'm seeing Justin is putting a hands up. Maybe he has a question. Hey, Justin.
Hi, Sri. Hi,
Hey.
Vivek and Sonal
I
and
just
Vinayak. Congrats.
thank
So,
you.
yeah, actually, I'm hearing from you, like, you prepared well and then you took 3 mock exam from the ShriLearning. Even Sonal
Mhm,
also did it. What makes you to be feel tricky in the real exam? Like, is that a kind of the wording of the
mhm,
questions or, phrases
mhm,
or, the lengthy of the question?
mhm,
5 lines or 6 lines or I also hearing from you the options were similar though
mhm,
you felt it. And then is that because of the knowledge or the tools and techniques which we may miss during the just selecting the option, or the agile concepts where we feel like which is already the ceremonies and the roles, which is very easy, but reading the question what makes you very difficult. I wanted
Uh,
to know from you.
yeah. So on the length of the question, so it was mixed. Few questions were, I think, short, and few questions were lengthy. What was tricky, uh, because the questions were not straightforward, right? They could have asked that what all ceremonies you have in Agile, or list down all the ceremonies. So those kind of things are not there. Questions are mainly situational based, right? In that, or in those kind of questions, what generally happens, uh, the the question framer, you know those people would have framed the question with their mindset, right? And you have to interpret their mindset. Okay, that in this situation, this is how a project manager, or agile manager, or person should behave. So that's the tricky part, because you in the options you can feel that, okay, this also project manager can do, this also project manager can do. So that was a bit tricky for me. So in those things, what I learned, especially also to share with you, yes, you will get benefit out of doing mocks, time management, accommodated to the type of questions and all those things. But the actual target should be getting the concepts out of those questions, right? Because I don't think there was any question which I found similar to there in the mocks, which is totally fine. But what helped me is I stuck to the concepts, right? Whatever concept I learned from the mocks or learning or whatever, I tried to apply the same concepts in real exam question also, and that worked for me. So sticking to the concepts is very important. Uh, that yeah.
Okay, so thanks, Vivek. Actually, I'm from the predictive environment, right? And then
Mhm,
Agile is, I would not
mhm,
say it is very new to me, but I see people doing it in my
mhm.
office. Okay, so I'm able to grasp, but I'm not able to get into the root of it, and I'm not able to understand how agile practitioner or coach will behave, or how the team will behave, in a proper way. I mean, I'm not able to understand it. So what you do suggest, I mean, in a way where I can think as taking exam
Yeah.
or
So I think Sri would be the right person to guide. But from my experience, what I would suggest, what worked for me. Don't diverge into too many things, too many books or too many materials. Uh, Stick to free learning, video sessions or whatever sessions. Then the Rita, right? So these two are super sufficient to clear the exam, and mocks are obviously there. For agile especially, what I did, so whenever you do the mock, right, there is certain agile sections also. Try to do those sections repetitively, like 10 times or whatever, because it's allowed unlimited time. So that I would recommend. And when you are answering, try to think from the concept point of view, not from the memory or whatever. You just think that you are a project manager, this is a agile environment, how should you behave, the perfect
Yep.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
understand.
But adding to the Justin, this management is kind of a ocean thing. It is not only agile we didn't practice. Let's talk about risk management. How many of us in this room did a pure risk management in the company? When we question agile, I don't know. How about risk management? How many of us sit together, put a risk register? How many of us prioritize the risk? How many of us done proper risk response strategy? The answer is going to be
Maybe
very,
not.
maybe not. But there we don't worry. Whereas agile we worry because it's a terminology we speak very buzz in the market. But risk management, we are talking thousands of years. Many of us know risk is there in food. When you consume poisonous food, there is a risk. Same way, a concept like Vivek mentioned, I know you have to understand how it works, but I understand from your point, Justin, how can I visualize it? I'm not
Yeah.
getting a visual of how these guys in the office, right? That's a
Right,
problem.
right.
I see the point. Sometimes I see this book called Agile Practice Guide. It is giving little more base level language from PMI that is trying to explain what all can be from a plan driven company moving to an agile, what all the scenarios could happen. There are certain scenarios explained in the annexure. If you go to the end of the book, you will see some pages given for that. Probably that can give you some highlight. But point is, in the class we have spoken some examples, like we take example of Julie coming in. I use some names in the class because you get a visual of somebody doing the job. But I come to your point, Justin. The thing is, you cannot get the full picture. That's definitely going to be cloudy. I will not deny that. But you have to go with some imagination of how this company is going to work. For example, if a person working in agile, and this person will not get an idea how a WBS is created.
That's right.
If I say a project manager with an architect, they sit and talk, it's being decomposed, this guy will be surprised. What you guys are doing here? So it is vice versa, it's going to be tough there. But agile part, I would say that keep it free. It is something like a team which is on the free flow, no hierarchy, no pressure, keep in that model. But anyway, we'll discuss more in the class. But I like with the point what Vivek mentioned, understand how this concept is working. What a spike can do. If you can understand
Yeah.
that, if you can understand that concept, in a question, they're going to give a scenario. You can fit in this concept to that scenario when they give a question, and then you
Yeah.
start getting the answer.
Yeah.
There is no silver bullet here, but sure. But I'm trying to see the concept is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
Thanks.
Good point.
Thanks, Vivek.
Good.
Yes.
That's a
Welcome.
good discussion, right? That's a good discussion. All right, nice. So once again, thanks a lot to Vivek for coming up here, and have a fantastic Sunday. Thanks for giving your time, and be around in our elite group and
Yeah.
contribute your studies and growth.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sri. Thank you. And all
Perfect.
the best to all of you. Thank you.
Perfect. Great. Okay, that's about Vivek. Then I quickly listen to Kannan. I saw your hands up. Then I go to Vinayak. Kannan, what's your question there?
Hey, it's not question to Justin, just for helping Justin.
Ah,
Justin, this in our ShriLearning study material,
ah,
specifically one folder is there, Agile. So
hmm,
in that, so many notes and so many PDF and single
ah,
page,
okay,
so many things are there. Maybe it may be helpful for you because I am referring that. Compared
okay,
to Rita, in that so many visual, picture and some kind of
nice.
thing. It was very helpful. Even I am
Nice.
preparing. I am preparing that.
Thanks, Kannan, for sharing that. So we keep collecting some data about Agile and store it in a place. Probably somebody can explore it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kannan.
Thanks, Radha. Thank you.
Fantastic. Good. Thanks, guys, for who cleared the exam. And I should have Vinayak. Vinayak, by any chance you're available to say hello
Hey
to us?
Shri, hi.
You are
I'm
available.
out, but yeah. I thought I'll just take a couple of minutes. First of
All
all,
right.
Shri, thanks
Okay.
for your coaching sessions. See, I was not part of a full-time sessions. Okay, I took the pre-recorded video sessions basically. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an unorthodox, not test taker. Okay, while I respect everyone's feedback, I generally wanted to get into a zone where I can start preparation. 4 hours at a stretch. I basically took few sessions since January. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I took it incrementally. Okay, I took when I was available, I used to listen. When I was not available, I didn't stress myself. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two. Uh, I am a PM, real world PM,
Mm-hmm.
and it took some time for me to dissect between real time experience versus the exam. There is a frame of mind which I have to develop, right? I can't read a lot of books. Okay, that's what I want to reiterate. I can't memorize everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen. I hear your videos. I listen to your words, right? That's how I incrementally build up my prep work. Okay, point number one. The second thing what I did is your mock exams. I never try to do everything at one stretch. No, I used to build my stamina from 15 questions, 30 questions, 45 questions, 60 questions. I tried like that. So it took some time. Over a period of time, I improvised myself and I kind of build it to that. So that has helped me. And again, hearing you and your words was the most beneficial thing. Okay, I mean, it's an exam where no matter how much ever you can't prepare everything on the earth and you can't get all the answers right. That's a realistic expectation which you need to acknowledge into. Okay, don't panic that okay if one goes wrong or one no. I mean, it'll happen. I mean, it's gonna happen in the exam as well. You can't get all the exam answers right, but keep listening. I mean, just get it into your frame of mind and get into a zone in such a way that yeah, you're good. See, I mean, that's how I built myself. And again, I should not say I'm not sure. I didn't touch Rita books. Okay.
Oh, you didn't read it. Okay.
No. I tried reading a lot of books, but the challenge was I couldn't memorize it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me be honest. I mean, so when I had challenges, right, when difficult topics, what I used was ChatGPT. I took about and I asked it to explain it. How do you explain to a 10-year-old child? Explain to me in 2 or 3 lines. See, you have. I mean, it used to give me what I want. I mean, you can't read everything, memorize everything, go sit in front of exam, right? That's another. I mean, you can't reproduce that in the exam. Second thing, the another thing was you. I mean, one feedback I would want to say is when you get into the exam, don't go, okay, let me go attack the exam. And half an hour, 45 minutes before the exam, have about 15 to 20 questions ready. You read it, practice it, so that when you see the first question in the exam, right, you're not saying, no, it's my exam. You practice yourself. It's like in a practice, you just do it and go and attempt the exam. That way, it helped me kind of, what do you say, build the pace.
Good.
I mean,
good. That's a good thing. Good thing. I like that, Vinayak, you talk about incrementally improve the stamina. I think that's key, I believe. Sometimes the people get bit tired within the first few attempts because they try very big and they fail. They feel, oh my God, it's not working. Rather, what I'm hearing from you is slowly we improved it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a 4 hour, 10 minutes exam. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it takes some time to build over a period of time.
Exactly.
One thing is listen, hearing to your sessions is all that important. Okay. I mean, over a period of time, you will ace the exam. Okay. That's what I have my experiences, but you have to be in that zone. Okay. I mean, it's all about the frame of mind zone. You will be able to do it. I mean, it's difficult. I would say it's very difficult, but it takes some time to get into that area.
Yep. Good. Happy to know that you are an active listener. I'm happy that someone is doing it because I would have said this in classes many times. If one skill which we can improve in our life, that could be listening skill. This doesn't need any investment.
Yeah.
Right? No money investment.
No money. No. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. No, that's what. Unlike others, I'm an unorthodox test taker basically, and I do in my own way. That's the reason I took self-paced learning. But I mean, but yeah, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. But it takes some time for you to get in that zone, basically.
Exactly.
And respect the fact that you can't get everything right. Respect the fact that you can't study everything. Respect that you can't cover all the topics, because no matter what do you do in the exam front, it's a different scenario altogether. So you be in that area so that you can ace it.
Good. Thanks a lot, Vinay, coming up here, giving a candid feedback of what's happening. Because when the people who come from the exam, they speak, that's a ground reality, right? So that's where the real thing is happening. Super.
Thank you. Just one more thing. I just wanted to say, I took the exam yesterday. If someone is attempting over the next few days, Tuckman curve, I had a drag and drop. Just couple of schedule and cost formulas. Don't invest. I mean, it didn't take a lot of time in the formula kind of thing. Only one drag and drop, but there were a lot of multiple options. Okay, I mean, choose 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 kind of questions. So you start. I mean, in that scenario, you have to go with the negative kind of answers. You have to eliminate and start improving on it. I mean, that's one feedback I would want to give.
Nice, useful one. Super, Vinayak. That's a good tip on Sunday morning for people.
Yeah, thank you.
Right?
I just need to drop off. Yeah, you were staying
Cool,
back
cool.
for to share
Thanks,
my
Vinayak.
experience.
Have a
Thanks a
nice
lot,
day.
Shri. Hey, thanks a
Keep
lot,
working.
Shri. Thanks all. Bye.
Keep winning. Keep winning. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, that's Vinayak. So one more time, round of applause to Vivek and Vinayak, and we have one more person who cleared the exam today, Sonal. So three people, even more people cleared, but these three people came forward to give inputs to it. So round of applause again to these guys. Okay, good job. All right, a lot of feedback we got today. How to read, how to be consistent. We saw someone says about I listen more than a reading, which is also a good approach. But all depends on each individual style. So go by your own style. Okay, let's come back here to listen to people who are getting to exam. I know some of you are going to exam next few days of time. Today it's the 12th of October. Is anyone here with the days already planned? Who's that?
Yes, Shri, it's me.
Alexander, after a long time.
Yes, long time no see.
Long time no see. Where are you? You're in Black Forest.
No, I'm in Munich.
I'm just pulling you. Okay, I thought you were enjoying your holiday there. Okay, so what's happening, Alexander? It's almost a few months, right? The class is over. Your preparation going on. So
Yeah, it was a long time. I have visited your batch in 2024 in December,
Mm-hmm.
so it's already a long time. I was planning to have an exam in April, but
Okay.
doing some tests, I was not ready. So in the discussion with you, I have seen that roughly estimated 65, 68% of pass the tests. I was not ready, so I declined it, and then I had a personal issues. Nothing to share right now, but now I have set the new date for the exam, 27th of October it is.
Very good. First, welcome back. Coming back is a big thing. There are many people give 100 reasons why they can't come back. There is only one reason to come back. That is your passion. So welcome back to the program. And October 27 looks a good date. However it is, let's talk more about your preparation and any guidance needed. Let's stay closely connected next few days. So
So
first thing, where are you writing exam?
I will do it in Frankfurt. That means in office center,
Okay,
test
you're going to
center.
center-based exam. Okay,
Yes.
Frankfurt. Did you say Frankfurt?
It's 400 kilometers far away.
Oh, you have to drive such a long, man. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I see in Germany. They have very less exam centers. Uh,
Yes.
Such a big country, less centers. I'm sitting in Netherlands. I have 6 centers here. I'll be like, sometimes I don't understand the logic of what happened there. Okay. You are writing exam in English or German?
In English.
English. Okay. That clarity I want to get because in a book you have to choose things clearly. Let's go to the question of your preparation. How is it going? Scores and reading.
I mean, scoring wise, I'm doing at the moment the 40 questionnaires because
Nice.
it's more or less 1 hour. Because then after reading and analysis, you also have to invest 1 hour. So
Mm,
that means per day under the week, I'm able to do 3 tests. Right
mm,
now, I'm estimated between 55 and 65 percentage.
mm,
I have a lot of problems by doing how does it call the elimination technique to
mm,
understand exactly by reading through the question to understand the 4 answers what
mm,
is exactly not going to happen, which is absolutely wrong.
mm,
And the second hand is by doing some analysis, I see I have a few weak points. That means, for example, with the stakeholder register or the issue log, to understand where to use it
mm.
when, which
Okay.
phase.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
That's understandable. 65. I got your points, but how many full exams did already?
You mean full exams with a full mock test?
180. 180.
I only did it in April.
Okay. It's good time to start.
Yes, yes.
Having 10 days, I would 10 days. How many days we have? At least 20.
Mhm.
20 days. Days will fly pretty faster. I'm seeing it's a Monday, right? You're writing exam on Monday. So which
Yes.
means effectively you have 15 days with you.
Mhm.
Oh, 15. Okay. So I would expect you at least do 3 full exams. All right. Before that, are you planning any holidays before your exam?
Yes, I'm
Take,
planning.
okay. Okay, have a couple of days off so that you get enough time to digest yourself. Don't go till last day to the office before the exam. Plan at least minimum 3 full exams. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these 3 exams are to check your stamina and work on the time management. These 2 parts. Scores wise, we are not super high, we are not super low. We are in the borderline. Between 65 is a borderline, not bad. But the last 10 days are the days we push heavily because now on you're going to be totally into that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You sleep, you eat, only you do this. That's what you're going to do. What I can do is don't go too much of many topics because these books are so vast, a lot of content. And last 10 days, give attention to stakeholder management very well. Okay, take stakeholder management chapter and Rita, just run through this once and listen to audiobook if you have, possibly. And
Mm-hmm.
then go to leadership. There is a topic on leadership. Read the leadership topic one more time. Read the topic on quality management one more time. Read risk management one more time. I'll repeat: stakeholder, leadership, quality, risk. Okay, read
Yes.
this completely. Last question to you. By any chance, are you working in Agile?
We are working in my company in a hybrid version.
Hybrid. So you have a flavor of Agile. Are you
Yes.
Kanban, Scrum? You're aware of it?
Yes.
Okay, then let's not strain much there. So these 4 years, go detail into that and then scale up the scores. Keep me posted. Start getting connected in the WhatsApp. You have my number, I believe,
Yes.
right? So from now on, give me regular messages on what's happening on your progress. So let's
Mm-hmm.
push next 1 week. Let's push hard, and further one more week we will polish it, and then good for exam.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stay consistent on the progress. Keep me posted on what's happening.
Sure, I will do.
Cool, let's rock. Alexander's ready for PMP. All right, good. Then who else going for exam?
Hi, Sri. This is Feroz.
Feroz, Kanan, I'll come to you. I heard your voice. I listened to Feroz and come to you. Yes, Feroz.
Yeah. So I plan my exam on 16th October, which is coming Thursday.
God,
So
man.
I have
Already
to.
only 4 days.
Yeah, actually, I have some travel plan, so I fixed that.
Okay,
Meanwhile, I took four 180 question exam. So
very good.
first I scored 70%. Then
Hmm.
second it is 58. Then
Hmm.
third it's 64,
Hmm.
and fourth is 67.
Okay, your range is good. Don't worry, your range
Yeah.
is good. How is time management?
Time management is like neck to neck. Actually, in the second test, the one which I scored 58, so I
Ah,
took almost 90 minutes for the first 60 questions. So it added me pressure. Then I
okay.
learned there. Then I practiced after
Okay.
the second mock for
Okay.
the time management. Like I put the timer. I try to
Hmm.
whether it is right or wrong. I try to select
Hmm.
one answer in 60,
Hmm.
70 seconds. So I try to do.
Very shocked when you got 70 plus and then dropped to 58.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
While
Exactly. Too much
writing
shock.
exam, while writing second exam, did you thought about your manager? That's the reason your score went
No,
down.
no, 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 not the reason.
Okay.
Actually, it was a Sunday morning. I was a bit relaxed, and I was
Okay.
not in the phase of reading the question. I was
Ah,
relaxed.
too much relaxed.
So yeah, the 60 question it took. I was surprised when I finished the first session. It was 90 minutes gone. Then
Okay.
it was like added pressure. I cannot
Ah,
manage that.
yeah. As I was, we listening last half an hour, right? One thing
Yeah.
which we have to work out is the time management. So
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
But your average is good. 70,
Yeah.
58, 65, 67 average is good. But I
Mm-hmm.
never underestimate main exam. So let's be very clear. When you go
Okay.
to main exam, 80, 75, 75, that's a range. Even
Mm.
if you go 90, it's okay in the beginning, but start
Mm.
rushing for the next two. But if
Okay.
you keep it 80, 85 in the beginning, it's nice. But how do you know in the main exam you crossed 80 minutes? How do you know that?
We have the like remaining time is displayed in the screen, right? At the
Okay.
right top. Yeah.
Okay. But keep in mind, you are not
Uh,
allowed to wear watch.
okay. Okay.
You are not allowed to have mobile.
Hmm.
There will
Hmm.
not be computer clock.
Hmm.
Then how do you know the
Yeah.
time is? What do you say? So
Yeah.
it will
Yeah.
be
It's good.
230 minutes on the top,
Hmm.
230 deduct 80. So the
Hmm.
number will become what?
150.
150. So when it comes close to 150, your mind should tell that, okay, it's time. Wherever you are on the first 60 question, including the review, whatever factor, stop it. Don't go too much. Don't put time, right? Then move forward.
Okay.
Right? That's a point.
Okay.
Feroz, you're good there. Which city you are? How you are rating exam? Online?
No, center based in Dubai.
Okay.
So I have take off for Wednesday and Thursday,
Nice.
one day before the exam. So
Okay.
just to prepare.
Okay. So you're writing exam in Burj Khalifa, top of the building.
Not Burj Khalifa, it's opposite to Burj Khalifa. Near to Burj Khalifa. I can see from window.
I'm just pulling you, man. Okay, write the exam very well.
Thank
Keep
you.
in mind, you have to be in communication with me. Keep me posted on what is your progress.
Okay.
Next few days, as I was giving the idea to Alexander, the same topic applies to you also.
Yeah,
Refresh
okay.
these topics, what I said to you.
Okay.
How is your agile knowledge?
No, I am from predictive domain, so I'm learning the agile. I have read the agile practice guide, not
Very
fully,
good.
like partially. I'm reading that, so I'm
Very good.
planning to finish by tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Nice to know. Nice to know. In Agile is a big umbrella, right? So you will have something called crystal methodology, extreme programming. Don't go to that area. Focus only on some portion of a Scrum, some portion of Kanban. But mostly PMI will be interested on, are you aware of the Agile base? The Agile base is the 12 principles. There will be 12 principles given in the book. Or if you have time, take this principle, put into Copilot, ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to explain the principle with an example.
Okay.
So for 12 principle, it will give you some stories and examples there. It may take 4 hours, 5 hours to read. But I will tell that's a worth the investment, not only for Feroz, for anyone who are preparing here. If I'm in your place, I will take this. In fact, you people are blessed people, okay? If I read 5 years, 10 years back, we don't have this much in internet. So you have to read on your own what this principle mean, what it is. But now your people are blessed. Copy this principle, just put in a chat GPT or somewhere. Ask the chat GPT to explain what does it actually mean. What does it mean in 2025? What does it mean in banking domain? What does it mean in pharmaceutical domain? I will ask those questions. So this AI will try to find out an answer. Give me some example. If I read that one time or two time, I will tell you it's 1,000 crores worth because you got such a knowledge. In exam, they're going to same concept. They're going to play in a different way. So coming back here, so Feroz and everyone here, please read the 12 principle carefully, understand the depth of it. That's what for PMP.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I need one more suggestion. Thursday is my exam. Can I take one more full mock-up on Wednesday morning?
Don't do Wednesday. Don't do it. If you want to do it by Monday.
Okay.
Last 2 days, don't put a heavy exam. Take maybe 60 or 40 question.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to hold the energy, right? Because you need it. You know, the football players, they will not make them stress last 2 days. They'll keep the player to be strong for the game. So last day, don't stress your energy. You have to hold on. In fact, Wednesday, close your day by 8:30 by
Okay.
the night. I'm saying that you have to sleep well, 7 hours or 6 hours, good sleep, and then that will help you well in the exam. Believe me, your good sleep, good food, good relaxation helps a lot in the main exam because in this management concepts, nothing comes out what you read in the last 8 hours. Your brain cannot process what you read in the last 8 hours in management. In some other concepts, you can, but management, you cannot process it. Your brain needs that time to process, which means what have you read 1 week before, 1 month before, that only will reflect in the main exam. You're getting it, what I'm saying, which means
Yeah.
you read it 2 hours before and you try to process it and solve that question in the exam. I'm sorry, that's not the PMP exam. It won't work. In fact, today I was reading somebody's putting in the internet. There was a student who read 10 days and cleared the exam successfully. I was like, what? Maybe something they did. But if I ask the same person few days later what you learned, the person will be, I don't know. I don't want someone to clear exam like that. Rather, I want a person to learn, walk on the street to the chest up. I know things. So I want you to digest the topic. So don't read anything on the last day. Leave it free
Okay.
and digest the topic and go to the exam.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. But keep me posted on your progress in the WhatsApp.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Fantastico. Then let's move quickly to Kannan. Yes, Kannan. How is it going?
Hi, Sri. So, my date ready is booked 24th October.
Very good.
Center based at Pune center actually I booked because basically I am from Mumbai, but Mumbai only one center, no seat available, complete October.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
so I booked
This,
anyway.
this also I don't understand, man. Mumbai is such a populated city, one center.
Yes, that's what is
Okay.
really Pune again, two center in Pune. Hyderabad three center.
Okay. It's also good, right? You can go and meet your some school friends in Pune.
uh, Meet now,
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
after exam.
Okay. Okay. So how is it
Yeah.
going, Kannan? How many full exams?
Yeah, full exams, I given two full exam I given. Of course, this complete week I not given anything. Only last week and this week, 61 percentage and 64 percentage full
Okay.
mock.
Okay.
So of course, I'm reading the books and I'm listening your recordings
Active in the class.
specifically for active in the class and specifically whatever topic again you are highlighting same risk, quality, stakeholder,
Very good.
agile. So
Very
this
good.
topic again, keep. I'm just listening, and
Uh-huh.
I still this week completely I not practiced anything in the
Uh-huh.
exam. So my
Okay.
plan is just next few days only I will listen and I will read, and before 24th I taken 1 week holiday. So again we plan to concentrate on only 60. I have only 360 exams left. Full months on anyway is there. So I plan to prepare only exam that
Okay.
week.
Okay. But as I will come back to you, your scores are not super high, super low.
Yeah.
You are on the borderline.
Yes.
Okay. You are on the borderline. You have to give a little more attention for next few days to push yourself on focus on it. Try if you can take some days off between. Don't. I don't know how many days you took off for the exam.
So 1 week I take it. From next Saturday to Thursday completely I will be
Okay.
taking
Okay.
this.
So give little push. 2 exams is fine. You have to do a couple of more exams to push there. But again, for your case, it's not only exam. See the concepts. Are you clear about it? For example, yesterday we learned risk management. Many topics would have been opened for you. Now go back and read risk management again. Listen the recording of the class again. Go and answer some questions. You see the gap there, because your concept understanding only will improve the score a little more. So from 65, if you can go to 68, 69, that's a good deal for you.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Sri.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again,
And
coming back, as I said, for the agile, learn agile concepts clearly. Don't worry on the ceremonies. How many minutes a scrum master will be there? Will the stand up will be effective? That kind of thing is not the PMI question. They want agile. Did you understand what agile is there for? Why we need agile? Kind of questions will be there. So be prepared on understanding the base of agile.
okay. So that I
Okay.
will do. And other thing I feel, of course, again you highlighted same thing. This question reading again, I need to concentrate on that.
That's much
And
important.
again, in hurry, this answer I know, but still few question I observed that I just by mistake in hurry I selected wrong answer actually. So this also mainly I need to practice.
Yep.
So
Yep.
these two I
It'll improve. It'll improve. So PMP is a journey. You are changing your whole life, a character and your behavior. Your character and behavior will not change overnight. It takes time. So you would add some habits with you. You're slowly switching the habits of reading carefully, observing carefully, understanding, which takes time. So it's okay. For next 2 weeks, give full attention. Let's make it happen. As I say to everyone, have an Excel sheet. Keep all your scores, timeline, and keep me posted on the WhatsApp so I know that where you are.
Okay, so regarding timing same. I am just cut to cut 80, 75, 75 only in that.
Okay. Okay.
I not able to improve more. 5-7 minutes only is before that I'm choosing. Because I tried multiple times before that, I'm not
Okay.
able to do.
Perfecto. All right. Good. Keep up the momentum, Kannan. I think it's time to jump to a question. I have a question to discuss. Before that, is anyone having an open question to talk? Not an exam, anything, something open question? Okay, if nothing much, let's get inside. I believe that you are all doing some exercise, making your body fit and good. I'm not expecting you to become a gym master, but I'm expecting you to do a little bit exercise because these exams add stress on your body and mind. I know you're a mom, you're a dad, our age is also going. Be careful. This exam is a stressful exam. Please walk, please stretch. Really important. Okay, with this we'll get inside. I have a question. This question is more of agile area, but I want you to answer this. After answering, I have some slides to explain the concept in detail. So let's go to the question. People watching from YouTube and LinkedIn, please leave your answer in the comment section. I will come to you. Here it is. Answer starts coming up. I'll give few more seconds for the people to read. Okay, few more seconds. Put your answers. Don't worry if it's right or wrong. Give it a try. Same for people from YouTube or LinkedIn. Okay. So, at least I'm seeing alphabet A, alphabet C. Yeah, only two alphabets are used. So let's start discussing something on this. Maybe I will pull one of you to explain a little more on this part. Amrita, if I can pull you if you're on the mic by any chance.
Yeah. Hi, Shri.
You're,
Good morning.
you're on the mic. Okay. Good morning. So now we have this question. Let's go to the answer a bit later. First, can you help me? What is your thought on the question?
Yes. Yeah. So question here says like we can see from the question the key points. First, it's the smartphone manufacturing is reassessing the product development method in the response to the sharp increase in the user complaint. So there are increase in the user complaint after it went to the the production, I would say, or I would say like they are trying to assess the complaints which is now receiving after the development phase or it is already in the production kind of.
When they say user compliant, can we say it
End
is in the
user.
market? Is it in the
Yeah.
market?
It could be after user acceptance. Yeah, that phase.
Could be market, huh? That's what you want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sharp increase. Okay. Okay. If I have a graph, in the graph it shows spike of errors, keep going high. Right. So somewhere I'm here, which is pretty high. Okay, go ahead. What is the other keywords?
And the keywords are like analysis of the complaint indicates that user tried to some feature. It's not exactly the, I would say that the some feature is a key over here for me again. It says like it is not only the acceptance criteria, I would say, and that's trigger in my mind. It's like something else around to the development. Yes, it's saying in that way, in a way that the designer did not anticipate it. Means he must have not thought about it. What will have the regression impact on it, or something like he assumed like it will be like this only, something like that.
Okay.
And
So they're saying the use of some feature. So someone is trying on the right hand, they're using right hand use. That is how we designed it. Our design is for right hand users. Just an example. However, people are using left-handed people also here. Can I give this kind of example?
Yes,
So
possible.
I have made a design for right-handed people, but in the market I'm seeing right-handed plus left-handed, both are using.
Yes. Yeah. I
Can
thought
I?
like there is some feature example, there is a software page and you have to first click on this page and go to that page. But I went on to the third page and then I wanted to go to the first page.
Okay,
Something like
okay, okay. That's also possible, right? You have
that.
one
Yeah.
page from here. I thought to go to other, but people
Yeah.
can come directly to the second page. That's also possible.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Very good, very good. So that's a different anticipation. Nice. Given these kind of findings, which agile practice would most likely prevent? They want to prevent the problem, not
Yeah.
to cure right now. The problem has happened. So they're asking when they use the word prevent. I think that for future. Can I say like that?
Yes. They're
Something
trying
for
to
the
prevent it.
future. Okay, prevention they want. They don't want to cure. Cure is different case. You will
Yes.
use a fishbone diagram. You will use some more technical analysis to see how to cure it. But it's not a cure, it's about prevention.
Hmm.
Okay, what was your choice?
So my choice was behavior driven. Okay, so here we
Ah.
try to test the developer try to test. I mean, we focus on the how the behavior of the application will be there and how it will react over there with the new and developed features. In this case, like prototyping will be one of the choice. Like prepare it and then have one level of screening of it. So yeah,
Okay.
so because
Okay.
acceptance must have been done when we say it's
Okay.
like
Okay.
definition of done is done. So
Okay.
some testing
I
is
see a point. Do you have some thoughts on why others are eliminated? If you want to share something.
uh, a Kanban model is ongoing thing. It is already in the production, and putting it on the Kanban model will have the definition of ready and definition of done. But the behavioral kind of thing we will be able to put it on. That is again tricky. So yeah.
Okay. You want to see from customers' behavior perspective and then develop it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, Amurtha. A lot of information there. So let me go to Balaji. Balaji, I see your name at the top. So I'm just pulling you. If you are the mic.
Yeah, hi
You are
Sri.
the mic. Okay, very good.
So,
Nice, Balaji. So I know we noted down some words here. You see any other words we missed to notice in this question?
okay, user complaints, which I think, and
You.
it's a response to the user complaint. It's a response.
Ah.
They are not doing any reassessment on their own. They have responded to the complaints, and during the analysis, they found there is nothing wrong. Maybe so usage is different, which was not anticipated.
Okay. Which was. Is this happening first of all in the market? This kind of scenario. Which
Not
means
thought of.
have you seen any product like this in the market? It's given as a smartphone here, but anything in your life you've seen, when people really use it, they find it is not comfortable for them. Have you seen like that?
Driving and all, it's common.
Possible, right? But even in any public projects, if you go to any big railway station or airport, they would have thought a design, people will enter on east facing. But most of the people come from west facing and they struggle to enter the hall. Or there is a gate, the gate is accommodatable only for people to go. They cannot take a big bag inside the railway station. Have you seen this kind of problems?
Yes, it's the most common.
Common, right? Which means someone has not understood what people want. Can I say like that?
Right.
Right. It's very common, right? Other day I was watching one of the video, I don't know where. It's a big railway station somewhere in India. There was a entry gate and it's a circular gate. People has to circle and go inside. It's a good intention they brought it, but the circular gate as a very small, they can't take the bags inside. If somebody comes to the railway station, can I have a basic imagination? Someone will come with a bag.
Bags.
You'll be like, what the hell, man? Where you guys are coming from, the designers, right? You'll be like, oh man, are you guys really having a piece of brain? But it is easy to comment. But the designing board, when they sit and design it, I don't know what was running in their brain. Okay, so let's stop there on the story, what I said. Now, what was your thought? Which answer your brain is going on? What do you think about it?
I selected acceptance test driven, but I'm thinking how we can prevent a mobile device before releasing into market. We cannot prevent, so because
Okay.
how they are going to use, how we will come to as a company, how I will come to know
Ah.
that how the people are going to use. because
Okay.
in the mobile environment, mobile things, generally we don't release, we just release the product. After
Yes.
that only we'll come to know the complaints and all. So
True.
I think prevention is little bit tricky.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a good remark you're bringing up. Which industry you are, Balaji?
I'm into aerospace manufacturing,
Aerospace. Aerospace means you are
aero
into
engines, passenger
engineering.
aircraft engines.
God, man, you are a big money guy, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So coming back here, it says that I like your remark. Your remark is, how can I prevent it, Sri? Of course, this issue has happened, right? You can't you can't go and do this. But in the future, how are you going to prevent this problem not to happen? But your thought process is good. How can I make people to use it and give a feedback? But now I'll challenge you something. Have you heard this term called MVP?
Head.
Okay, it's something called maybe I'll ask someone else. Is anyone aware of MVP?
Yeah.
Minimal viable
Viable
product.
product.
Very good. Minimum viable product. But in the whole world, why this is getting popular off late? Why we need it?
Get the quick customer feedback
Okay.
on the first stage of.
Primarily, you test the water. Have you heard about testing water?
Yes.
If it's a deep river, before I'm crossing, I'll put one of my leg to see how deep it is, or put a stick to see how depth it will go. Then it'll cross. I'll check the current in the water, which means I'm checking the current in the water. And after current in the water, what I do is I'll do something called incremental approach. I'm sure you heard about it, right? Incremental approach, which means I'll give one feature and I'll make the people to use it. Then I'll add something more. Then I'll add something more. As I said, there's a gate entry which I saw in a big railway station somewhere in India. When they put the gate, I don't think you can do piece by piece here, right? You will question back, come on, man, how can I do piece by piece? You cannot do that. Now we are in between two answers now. I heard acceptance test driven development. I heard behavior driven, but I also heard a question from Balaji. How can we prevent it, man? See, anyway, the product will go to the customer in the hand and they're going to use it. When they use it, how can I? Definitely hardware related, it's really, really crazy to fix for you because hardware is made and goes to the hand of the customer. But I'm talking about some features in the product. Let me assume it as a software. Can I assume like that? Maybe. If I keep an assumption like a software, I think still you have an option. Still you have an option to make it incremental. Is it possible?
Yes.
Something is possible. Okay, now let's come back. I'll see if anyone answer. Okay, Alexander goes with the B. Oh, sorry, I erased all the stuff. So A, I heard B, C. Let's go to Alexander. Alexander, why you thought B is a good answer?
For me, smoke testing, in my understanding, is exactly to test with customers if product is good enough to work with it. Meaning you can share design, you can share the functionality to bring an understanding. And by reaching customers through the smoke testing, you can get a lot of values from it. And then you easily know that you have to rework on it or you can start to initiate.
Okay, so let's talk about a smoke test. Smoke test is as simple, right? I give a smoke here, the smoke comes out, which means there is no hole in this pipe. Is it a smoke test? Very simple. Yeah, a smoke test is
Yes.
I give a smoke at one end. I will see the smoke is coming out. If there is a hole, it will start leaking, isn't it? I don't want any leakage of that. That's why I call smoke testing. But now, in my company, I made a design. Like, sorry, who said that? Amrita was saying that. We made a design. Design is people will come from one particular page. This is a page A, and then people go to page B. Okay, this is what the expectation. But actually, people are not coming to this A. They're straight away going to B. How can I catch that in a smoke test? Because in a smoke test, you're testing, is my system working properly? The answer is yes, working. You will launch to the market. But the question is about the design. The designer is going wrong. The design wrong, I really doubt if we can capture in the smoke test. Smoke test is to check is system working properly. Are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Right?
Fully understand, yes.
Yeah, smoke test is basically, or in my home, I will have a pipe water leakage test. I will leave the water in this and I'll check water is coming out. But it is not about coming in, going out. It's about some other design, something someone want to do here, which is not at all thought, which means I will say my thought system is different. Can I say like that? My thought is not active. It's not about system working or not. System is working, but it is not. It is we never thought that a dimension. Can I put it that way? We didn't think on the dimension itself. I see some places in Asia, if you go to public places, there won't be a place for physically challenged people. A person who is challenged comes with a wheelchair, they cannot get inside. Which means someone never thought on the dimension itself. People are thinking that everyone is Usain Bolt will jump on the railway station. Not everyone is Usain Bolt, right? Everyone will have a weakness. One day I will also get injured. I know need to be challenged guy, but I got injured. But I have to come in a wheelchair. How I will enter the airport? How I will enter the station? How I will go to toilet? And that angle itself is not there. It's not about it's working or not. First of all, my brain is not thinking that way. Now there is an agile concept. In this agile concept, you can think on that direction. And that answer is here. Wow, really? So which one? Now if I give a choice, second choice to you, which alphabet you will go now?
For me, it's A.
Still A. Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know that, but I'll bring the answer now. The answer goes towards C. First, there is, sorry to say, there is no concept called acceptance test driven development. There is something called TD. This exists. This exists, but this is a made up word. Made up word. Purposefully to confuse you guys, made up word. This is a testing methodology, so it's not a agile practice. Agile practice. And Kanban model, rightly somebody said, I think Amrita said, is a flow based. So the answer goes to C. This is what today I'm going to explain. Some of you may not heard about it, so I'm going to explain to you. How many of you aware there is something called behavior driven development? Have anyone used or aware of it already?
No.
No.
Just
Okay.
learned. Yeah, right.
Just learn. Just learn. Okay.
And
Then
not just means before.
okay, let's learn together. Okay. Behavior driven development is an extension of test driven development, whereby automated test and simulation are created before developing the product. Someone thinks from the direction before the product gets developed. Flaws are discovered by the forcing the test fail before producing. I'll explain this more detail. I go a little more detail into this. I'll take time to explain it. First, take a look of this umbrella. I believe you are all aware there is something called Agile umbrella. Agile umbrella came in the year 2000. Which year?
2001.
1.
February. In our classes, we learned there is something called flow production. From where we got flow production? Ford. Then we have something called TPS. TPS stands for
Total productivity maintain.
Toyota Production System, TPS. Right? Part of that only we have something called lean management. From here only we got it. This is in the year 1913 and this is in the year 1945 or 47 timeline. And this happened in 2000. I'm just showing the history for you from where we got all this stuff. Now, why I put this umbrella here is there are many methods available in Agile. Okay, let's not go too much into that. But some of you may not heard feature driven development, test driven development. Okay. Both are brothers and sisters or close people. Okay, they are both connected. We will learn TDD another day. I'll explain you, but get an idea. TDD is before you develop something, first you develop test. You may be wondering, what? You don't have a real implementation. I'm sorry.
Called dry test.
Repeat again.
Dry test. Normally we
Dry
say
test.
dry
Okay.
test.
Dry test. Okay, very good. So the implementation is not there, but you will run the test. Will it work? On the first attempt, will it work?
Dry test will work.
You don't have anything. You don't have a WhatsApp basic feature, but you try that feature to test it. You will feel, man, how it will work? Yeah, it will fail. I know it will fail. They want you to fail. But what they want here is you want to first think from the testing perspective. and then do the implementation perspective. We will learn this in a different class. I'll explain it properly. This is more of a depth of agile people. But part of the test-driven development, there is a concept emerged that's called feature-driven development. Feature. Let's go by digital product. If you have a banking system, your login is a feature. Your bank account statement checking is a feature, right? Money transfer is a feature. Can I say like that? Money transfer is a feature. Yeah. So log in, log out, money transfer, these all features are there. Now, what Agile is recommending is, if you're not very clear about the market or you're not sure all your features are usable, they say that let's give attention to feature and go feature driven development so that you will capture the problem early in the system rather late. But how does it work? Let's go and see how it works. Take a moment. First, let's read the concepts clearly. Now, feature-driven development is more of agile umbrella. Client-valued features. Definitely, client is the one who prioritize the feature. I believe within our classes you would have learned there is something called backlog. In the backlog, we have a bunch of items. In these items, we have high priority, low priority. This we are very clear, right? Now, in feature-driven development, features, organized development around features, small, well-defined pieces of functionality that are meaningful to the end user so that they choose this as a high priority. Display user profile, some examples are here, okay? Now, let's see the 5-step process in FDD. You can see the 5 steps here, right? Develop an overall model. Build a feature list. If I have a AI based loan processing, I will develop a overall model for it. Then I'll create a bucket. In the bucket, I will put all the features one by one, one by one, one by one. Now plan by feature, which means I'll pick up one feature. Let's say login is a feature. I will take this feature, design this feature, build by feature. Now what will happen here is I'm giving my core attention to one feature, maybe a couple of features at a time. Focus on delivering what the client actually values. Work well for large teams and complex systems. Combine modeling and planning with iterative delivery. For this feature, if I divide into 5 or 10 pieces, each piece will go in one delivery. Now, what is happening here is in the class somewhere you learned iterative and incremental approach. The beautiful thing of iterative and incremental approach is one way. The way is called feedback collection. Do anyone remember feedback? In Agile, if one thing is important is that's called feedback. This feedback comes from who? Question to you.
Product
And
owner.
use
From the customer. From the customer.
Product
User.
users, customers.
User, right? Someone using it. So if I have a Samsung phone, a foldable Samsung phone, in the folding area, the Samsung foldable phone, in the folding area, I have some icons popping up. Will it work or not? I'm not sure. Why I'm taking this example is a couple of days back, I met a woman for some other business process. She was having a foldable phone. I asked how the phone works. I think she's very happy about her phone. She started talking for 15-20 minutes about the phone. It's a different story. But she was explaining the phone, how it works. What she did is, she opened the phone and showed me, she look at here, the phone I opened, a foldable phone. I don't remember which brand it is. She opened the phone. And then within few seconds, the folded area got super flat. Initially, it was not flat. Little shrink was there. Slowly, it got full flat. And she said that even in the folded area, there are some icons. If I touch it, it still is working. And she was very happy about the technology. I'm just poking that concept, okay? If I take a feature, it should work in this place. I will not assume something on my own, I develop it. I will give a small feature to the market to see how people are using it. When they use it, I'll get some feedback. I will work to correct it. But can I fix the hardware? That's out of syllabus. You can't fix the hardware. It's delivered to the customer. Can I do something on the digital side? I would say it's possible, isn't it? I can change something. I can make upgradation. Other day I was reading about a Samsung earbuds. You know about earbuds, right? The earbuds had a lot of problem. It's very expensive earbuds. I don't know, the price is pretty expensive. And Samsung has promised to fix a lot of bug, but they cannot go and fix the hardware, but they can fix the software. They're fixing many versions in the earbuds. At the same time, Samsung also said that we are going to stop the manufacturing of certain batch. We're going to fix the hardware also and release it. So point here is, if you want to survive in the market, certain features to be changed, yes, you have to do for it. You cannot be in the market. Message coming back here is, in the feature driven development, you give attention to the feature which the customers are needed, sit and talk to them and give them that facility and get the feedback from them, make a correction out of it. Of course, it's more of a focus oriented feature development. In this concept, if you work, the question paper says that, okay, there are high chances you can eliminate or prevent the risk. Now, let me put a little more for you. Let's take a use case now. There is a use case. A financial institution want to launch a mobile banking. I'm sure you all aware of mobile banking. So first you have a view account balance, transfer funds, pay bill, set saving, you do all the stuff. Why FDD fits here? The app can be broken down into client valued features. First thing is, I want to display current account balance. Now make each feature in a smaller size and then you will well define it. This is the main area. Define it. Now FDD structured approach ensures that even a large distributed team can work. You can split the feature into different teams. My team work on one feature, another team work on another feature. I can bring and integrate it, which means I have a focused group who will give attention to that piece, well define it, understand from customer's perspective and improve the product. Now, what is happening here is you closely align with the business priorities so that you don't miss the features. So is it 100% proof? Answer is purely on your team members. You can pick up FDD, but if your team don't define the work properly, again we'll end up in the same place where we are. However, this ideology, these concepts can filter it so that you focus on the feature, talk to your customer. By this, what you do? You prevent the problem. Now, how many of you feel that this is already happening in your company? Today we call this FDD. By any chance you feel this is already happening in your place? One of you?
Yes, yeah. Not exactly to different teams, but yeah, we try to give.
Maybe, right? Maybe you have the things happening around you, but we may not call it as a feature driven. Now let's read the question. A smartphone manufacturer, let's call Samsung, LG, is reassessing. Look at here. Reassessing. Why they are reassessing? It's a product development methods. They're looking at, I don't know how many of you read the word carefully. I'm coming back to the question again. They are reassessing. Okay, that's a key there. It's a product development methods in response to they are looking at, am I developing in the right way? That's a question they're asking themselves. Sharp increase in user complaints. Analysis of the complaint indicates that users are try to use some features in way that designers did not anticipate, which means the customer and the team is not closely connected. There is a lot of gap. It's also called as a gulf of evaluation. Have you heard these words somewhere in the book? Gulf of evaluation, which means much of gap on what we think, what actually being developed. Given these findings, which agile practice would most likely prevent the problem? Because they are what they are doing. They are reassessing. They're asking you, you are the expert in the company now. You are PMP certified. You are agile practitioner. You are in the company. They're coming to a table. They're asking you, hey Shri, I know you're a PMP certified guy. We are reassessing. Can you give me an idea what we can do? I will tell guys, go on test driven development. Guys, you can go on behavior driven development. Guys, you can go Scrum methodology. You can go extreme programming. I'll give different ideas. But they will question me, Shri, tell me something very convenient so that I can give more attention specific to the customer need. Then I will tell, look like behavior driven is good because I want to see your customer behavior. As they use, we'll upgrade accordingly. We will change the course, correct the behavior of the product, not the people. People will keep having the behavior, but my product behavior will change according to the people behavior. If I say that, they feel, oh, maybe it looks good. Why not test driven? Yeah, you can try it, but I will say start from here. It's a good idea. Or let's combine these also if you want. But message here is you are being an expert. You will give an opinion, thought process, some facts. From there, your customer can decide. You got that? All right. Now you can walk proudly. You know FDD, isn't it? Monday morning, you're going to pronounce this in your office in the coffee time. Huh? You're going to ask your friends, guys, do you know FDD? They know only fixed deposit in the bank, but you know FDD. Huh? One more D. Good job, guys. Good job. By the way, why I took this much time to talk about one question? Every question has some keywords. For example, end of that I said reassessing. That's a keyword there. It took time for us to come there. 15 minutes later, I come back and showed you there is a word called reassessing. If I would have observed that word in beginning itself, there is a reassessing of the whole design means, then first thing I should know what is Agile umbrella. I should be aware of what all inside Agile umbrella. First thing, okay, that knowledge is needed. Without that knowledge, this question will not work. First, I should know test-driven development is different. Acceptance test-driven development is a made-up term. That I should be clear. And then I should know test-driven development, FDD, what it is, I should be aware of it. Now, when I read a question, I have to be careful on the vocabulary. These words are made up words. These are clear words. You understand this? Now you mix both of them, you get the answer. Sounds good? Good Sunday for you?
Yes.
Good. Sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. Great. So today we had 3 people who cleared the exam, came up, a lot of bullet points we got. We also heard 3-4 people going for the exam next few days. So good wishes for them. And we also saw a question. So Sunday prayer was a good prayer for us, isn't it?
Yes.
Then go ahead and relax well. Don't miss anything in Netflix. Switch off the TV, but keep watching the TV. That's okay. But keep reading. Yeah. Many people ask me, do you watch TV? Yeah, you can switch off and keep watching the TV. That's okay. But read well next few weeks. Let's clear this exam and grow well in the career. Yeah, that's more important. PMP alone will not give you job growth, but the day when you read, you feel the self-confidence. That is what going to make you grow. Certificate is just a paper. When you read for half an hour, you feel so great. If you read for 1 hour, you sit straight. If you read every day 3 hours, you walk just up in the road, right? That feel is good. Like I always say that, like Nelson Mandela pointed out, education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Don't try to change the whole world. Let's change first our world. Yeah, that starts from education. Good wishes. Do well. If any questions, reach out to me.
Thank you, Shri.
Thank you,
Great
Shri.
job.
So much.
We'll catch
Thank
up
you.
next
Thank
Sunday
you.
again. Yeah. See you all. Have a nice Sunday.